how are you? I hope that you all are fine. So in this video we will start a new topic, that is cell wall. Okay. Cell wall. Okay. This is our new topic. Second topic. Okay, that is cell wall. Okay. So in this video we will discuss some point related cell wall. Okay. Let's see our first point, that it is hard to visit non-elastic outermost covering of plant cell. Okay. Cell wall, it is hard, tough, rigid, okay, and non-elastic, and outermost covering of plant cell. Okay. So in the previous video we had already discussed that plant cell the outermost covering of plant cell is cell wall. Okay, and it is tough, hard, rigid, and non-elastic. Okay, in nature. Okay, and it is non-living in nature. Okay. One more point related to all that it is non-living. Okay, it is non-living in nature and only present in plants. Okay. And cell wall is non-living in nature. Okay, and it is only present in the plant cell. Okay. And but as we know well, bacteria. Okay, here is a note point. Okay. That bacteria have cell wall. Okay, and hence considered in plant group. Okay. Bacteria have also cell wall. As you know well, bacteria has also cell wall. Okay, and hence bacteria is considered a plant group. Okay, this one is our note point. And we know that in the animal cell wall is absent. Okay, so here we can write cell wall is absent in animal cell. Okay, cell wall is absent in animal cell. Okay. So I hope you understand all this point, that Cell wall is hard, rigid, tough, non-elastic. Okay. And it is the outermost covering of plant cell. Okay. And it is non-living in nature, and cell wall is only present in plant cell. Okay. But here is a note point that bacteria have a cell wall. Okay, and hence it is considered a plant groups. Okay. After that, cell wall is absent in animal cell. Okay, it is only present in plant cell. Okay. Let's see one more point that it is thick and cellulosic. Okay, and cell wall is thick and it is cellulosic in nature. Okay, so this is all about the cell wall. Okay, that our first point is that it is hard, tough, non-elastic, rigid. Okay, and it is the outermost covering of plant cell. Okay, and it is cell wall is only present in plant cell. Okay, and it is non-living in nature. Okay, and there is note point that bacteria have also cell wall. Okay, that's why bacteria is considered a plant group. Okay, and in animal cell the cell wall is absent, and it is thick and cellulosic in nature. Okay, cell wall is in nature, cell wall is thick and cellulosic. Okay, in the nature. Okay, and cell wall is divided into three layers. Okay, it is divided into three layers: primary cell wall, secondary cell wall, and tertiary cell wall. Okay. This is divided into three layers. Okay. Cell wall is divided into three layers. That is primary, secondary, and tertiary. Okay. Divided into three layers. First one is the primary. Primary cell wall. Okay. Secondary cell wall. And third one, tertiary cell wall. Okay. Primary, secondary, and tertiary cell wall. Okay, cell wall is divided into three layers. Okay, first one is the primary cell wall, secondary cell wall, and tertiary cell wall. Okay. Now let's see first about the primary cell wall. Okay. Primary cell wall. Okay. So this is the first layer of the cell wall. Okay, that is primary cell wall. Okay, it is the outermost layer. Okay. It is outermost layer of cell wall. Okay, it is the outermost layer of the cell wall. Okay. And our second point is that it is thin and elastic in nature. Okay, it is thin and elastic in nature. Okay, and composed of cellulosic microfibril hemicellulose and actin. Okay, so it is the outermost layer of the cell wall. Okay, and it is thin and elastic in nature. Okay, and it is composed of cellulosic microfibrils. Okay, microfibrils. This one is okay. Microfibrils. Okay, hemicellulose and pectin. Okay, it is made up of it is composed of three things. That first one is our cellulosic microfibrils, hemicellulose and pectin. Okay, so this is all about the primary cell wall. Okay, like this one. Okay, this one is the figure of we can say primary cell wall. Okay, like this. This one is our present between the microfibril. Okay. Okay, this one is our this blue one is known as our matrix. Okay, matrix. Okay, and this plate like structure, this one is our microfibrils. Okay, this one is our microfibrils. Okay, so this one is the structure of we can say primary cell wall. Okay, that is the outermost layer of the cell wall. Okay, so I hope you understand some point related primary cell wall, that it is the outermost layer of the cell wall. Okay, and it is thin and elastic in nature. Okay, and it is composed of three things. That first one is our cellulosic microfibrils, hemicellulose, and last one is that pectin. Okay, and this one is the figure of, you can say, primary cellule. Okay. So in this video we discussed about first of all we start a new topic, that is cell wall. Okay. So cell wall is hard, tough, rigid, okay, non-elastic, and it is the outermost covering of the plant cell. Okay. The outermost covering of plant cell is known as cell wall. Okay. And it is non-living in nature. Okay. And it is only present in plant cell. Okay. It is only present in plant cell. Okay. But there is a note point that bacteria have cell wall. Okay. And hence it is considered a plant group. Okay. So bacteria have also cell wall. Okay. That's why bacteria is considered a plant group. Okay. But as we know well, in animal cell, the cell wall is absent. Okay, the outermost covering of animal cell is our plasma membrane, or we can say cell membrane. Okay. So cell wall is absent in animal cell. Okay. And our last point is that it is thick and cellulosic in nature. Okay. So this is all about the nature of the cell wall. That is, it is thick and cellulosic in nature. Okay. After that, we discussed the layer. Okay. Cell wall is divided into 3 layers. Okay. First one is our primary cell wall, secondary cell wall, and tertiary cell wall. Okay. And primary cell wall is the outermost layer of the cell wall. Okay, this one is the outermost layer of the cell wall. Okay, that's why it is known as primary cell wall. Okay, and it is thin and elastic in nature. Okay, this is all about the nature of the primary cell wall. That is, it is thick and elastic in nature, and composed of primary cell wall is composed of 3 things. That first one is our cellulosic microfibrils. Okay, hemicellulose and pectin. Okay, this 3 things, that is, with the help of this 3 things, the cell wall is. Okay, that first one is our cellulosic microfibril, hemicellulose, and last one is pectin. Okay, so this is all about the primary cell wall. Okay, and here this one is a figure of, we can say, primary cell wall. Okay, this blue one is known as our matrix. Okay, this dot like structure is known as matrix. Okay, that is present between the microfibrils. Okay, and this plate line like structure, this one is our microfibrils. Okay, plate like present in plate like structure. Okay, between the microfibrils, the matrix is present. Okay, so this is all about the primary cell wall. Okay, now let's see about secondary cell wall. Okay, secondary cell wall. Okay, so our first point is that it is present below the cell wall. Okay, secondary cell wall is present below the primary cell wall. Okay, and it is thick with respect to primary cell wall. Okay, primary. Here we can see that primary cell wall is thick and thin and elastic in nature. Okay. But as compared to primary cell wall, secondary cell wall is thick. Okay. It is thick with respect to primary cell wall. Okay. And it is thick in nature. Okay. With respect to the primary cell wall, it is rigid, thick, and composed of. Let's see about its nature. It is thick. Thick, or we can say rigid. Okay. Hard. And composed of cellulosic microfabric, hemicellulose, and pectin. Okay. So this is all about the secondary cell wall, that it is rigid, thick, and composed of cellulosic microfibrils and hemicellulose pectin. Okay. And it is present most in most of the plant cell, but absent in meristem cell and parenchymatous cell. Okay. Secondary cell wall is present in most of the plant cell. Okay, but absent in meristem cell and parenchymatous cell. Okay, these are the two exceptions of the secondary cell wall. I hope you understand about the secondary cell wall, that it is present below the primary cell wall. Okay, and it is thick as compared to, with respect to, or we can say with respect to the primary cell. Okay, and this is all about the nature of the secondary cell wall, that it is thick, rigid, okay, or we can say hard, tough, okay, and composed of cellulosic microfibrils, hemicellulose, pectin. Okay, and it is also made up of three. It is also composed of three things. That first one is our cellulosic microfibrils, hemicellulose, and bacteria. Okay. And primary cell is also composed of these three things. That first one is our cellulosic microfibrils. Okay, heavy cellulose and pectin. Okay, and it is present in most of the plant cell. Okay, secondary cell wall present in most of the plant cell, but absent in meristem cell and parenchymatous cell. Okay, this in these two cells, the secondary cell wall is absent. Okay, that first one is our meristem cell and parenchymatous cell. Okay, now let's see the figure of primary cell wall. Sorry, secondary cell wall. This one is this one. This one is H2. Okay. This one is our S3. Okay. And this one is the figure of secondary cell wall. Okay. And this red one is our, this one is known as this one. Okay. This one is known as H2 and third one is known as S3. Okay. And this one is our middle matrix. Okay, that present between these three plates. Okay, this one is our middle matrix. Okay, that present between these three plate-like structure. Okay, so this one is a figure of secondary cell wall. Okay, so this one is all about the secondary cell wall. Okay, so in this video we will discuss about primary cell wall and secondary cell wall. Okay, and also about the, some point related to cell wall. Okay, so I hope you understand all the video. That's all for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.